I'm just feeling kind of talkative, I suppose, right now. I've been sitting around thinking about kind of some nerdy stuff, I guess. I'm thinking about Star Wars. Particularly, I've been thinking about the Jedi mind trick. I think about, I guess, having access to a power like that. If one possesses such a power, how do they keep themselves from abusing it? Within the context of Star Wars, this all has to do with midi-chlorians and the connection that the individuals have to the Force. Because when George Lucas first sort of wrote the mythos for Star Wars as his sort of idea for a space opera, he wanted to inject a unifying force that was fundamentally in touch with the galaxy, and I suppose the universe as a whole, in the setting, so that there would be a forced conflict between two sides of the same coin. And it all comes down to interpretations, and I don't know, it is very in line, I think, with sort of, I guess, older ideas as well, about spirituality and stuff like that. So anyway, the connection to the Force, the Jedi mind trick only works on the weak-minded, and, well, what is weak-mindedness? It is relative. Relative in terms of, you could say, one who has an exceptionally powerful connection to the Force is thus willed, strongly enough willed, to be able to influence those with a lesser connection. That famous sort of scene, these aren't the droids you're looking for. These aren't the droids we're looking for. If you could, this is a question I guess I have to anyone who's watching. If you had the ability to just sort of wave your hand at someone, convince them sort of to some effective degree of whatever it is that you tell them, in order to make your own life's experience easier, would you use that power for good, for personal gain, for chaos and anything that is opposed to order? Perhaps you would simply act in what some would consider to be evil, although I think that in some ways evil is relative, but that's only when you're looking at things in a very isolated context, I think. When you look at it in a broader context, it seems that evil is kind of standard and good is kind of standard. They're very difficult to quantify, and to a lesser extent difficult to qualify, although they are certainly easier to qualify because we really only know them through qualities that they possess rather than concrete amounts that they exist in. So, I'm just kind of in the mood for some kind of stimulating interaction, I guess. Whatever is standing out to anyone who's watching. If it's I guess not too much trouble, I'd like to get some external feedback. I don't really know what else to say, but I'm working on the hat. It's coming along. I got it. Oh, this is the side that I kind of looks pretty cool. Can't. It's hard for me to tell what's a good angle because I'm wearing it, but it's coming along. You know, swap it around and see the front of it. As you can see, it is definitely coming along. I figure that I could get $25 for this because that's the original selling price. And it'll be like, you know, with its own cool little touches that I've given to it. Not to like pat myself on the back or say that I'm, you know, some great freaking genie or something that is, you know, made this hat suddenly magical or anything, but I don't think it's an unreasonable request. It's pretty intricate designs. It takes a bit of time to do. Figure my time's worth something, so I don't really know why I'm going on about this. Maybe it's a little bit obsessive, but I guess it's just kind of what I'm currently about. Hope y'all are having a nice evening winding down on this Sunday, or whatever day it is, wherever you are in the world. It might already be Monday, and if it is, then, you know, back to the old grind. That's how it goes. Hope y'all keep on keeping on.